Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Are you tired of forgetting stuff to take to the range? Stick around, I'll show you my solution. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to discuss how to not get frustrated or forget things when you go to a match or just a range session. So one of the simplest solutions that I've found is a punch list. So I don't care what job you do, a lot of people have punch lists. Even pilots have a punch list they go through to make sure they have everything. Sometimes you drive quite a bit of distance to get to these matches, and nothing more frustrating than getting an hour down the road and realize you forgot your belt or your holster, your belt and holster setup, or even your cart. I've seen guys show up and go to get the cart out of the back of their truck, and they go, "Oh my God, I left my cart in my garage." So a simple punch list is what I use. You can, I've laminated these with card. You can print them out on cardstock, laminate them, and then just I've got little circles here beside each little list, and I can just check them off as I go. Get back once the session's over, wipe all this back off, start over again, or you can just print a bunch of these and just throw them away after each range session. So this is good for matches and or just going to the range. A lot of times we dedicate a certain amount of time going to the range. Nothing more frustrating than getting there and not have what you really need for that day. Now, for a match setup, may be different than a range setup, so you may want to have two of these. So I'll go over what I use for a match. This varies from everybody, and I'll kind of explain why I do mine. So the first thing is my cart. I've done a video about actually how I made a cart to take to the range to be able to hold all my gear to go stage to stage with it. Belt and holster setup, rifle and 6 magazines, shotgun and 6 magazines, pistol and 4 magazines. Cleaning and parts kits. This includes choke tubes, choke wrench, batteries, etc. So now I normally keep a range box, I call it, or my toolbox, that I have spare parts, I have tools, everything's together. So if I've replaced something or took something out of that, I need to make a note that I need to fix that situation before I go. So, give me an example. If I knew I'd use my last battery for one of my red dots, I need to make sure I have batteries before I leave. So this right here is kind of a, one line item. That's a bunch of items included. Magazine loaders. If you don't have magazine loaders, I highly suggest you get them. Nothing worse than sore thumbs and stuff when you're especially shooting a match. You want to make sure you got magazine loaders. 100 rounds of 5.56/223. 50 rounds of 12 gauge, 100 rounds of 9mm. So that breaks down the ammo that most likely I will need for that that particular match. Now that could vary, that could change. That's what I normally would use for a match. Hearing protection, eye protection, chamber flags, first aid kit / IFAK. Now there's boo-boo kits for basic stuff. You got a blister or whatever, you want to put a band-aid on, that's fine. But you need actual IFAK for trauma. Tourniquets, chest seals, all that. You're around guns, right? So this is the most likely scenario that you are around the guns the most, and a lot of guns during a day. Somebody have an accidental discharge, next thing you know, you've got a wound that needs to be taken care of through trauma methods. So make sure you have that tourniquet. I like wearing a tourniquet on my kit. Kind of up to you, but I would make sure you have a first aid and a trauma kit. Food and beverage, including a water bottle. So this could vary from person to person. So I may grab breakfast on the way to the range or to the match, but I need to take my lunch. So you may want to put a note out here or down at the bottom, get lunch box out of refrigerator or something like that. So that would vary, a couple bottles of water or at least one big bottle of water along with any extras, granola bars, things like that. Some of these matches are 8 and 10 hours long, so you want to make sure you've got enough food and beverage. Sometimes they don't include food and beverage. Sometimes they have it available there, whatever. Spray bottle with water. Now, this is kind of up to you. I like to have a spray bottle with clean water in it. That way, if I want to spray some on a paper towel, wipe my face because it's dusty, whatever, just feel bad, get the heat off of me maybe with some cooler water, wash my hands. Sometimes they have hand wash stations, sometimes they don't close by, and I want clean hands. Maybe I had to go in the prone position, got a lot of dirt and dust on my hands, which then makes it harder to grip sometimes a firearm. So you want to spray, a little soap, spray this down, clean them up real good. So a spray bottle with water, sunscreen, bug spray, and rain gear. Nothing worse than getting towards the end of the day and you've got a bad sunburn. That's terrible. That hurts. Bug spray, you never know where you're at. Could be a lot of bugs around. You don't want to get eat up by bugs all day. And rain gear, you never know. Be prepared. Simple poncho, something like that you can buy. I think it's frog skins or frog gears, whatever it's called. I've done a video about those in the past. A simple poncho, they're like $12, $15 at Walmart. But anyway, make your range list. Again, this may change if you're going to just a range session and not a match, because I don't need spray paint for this, but I might need spray paint to go to the range to be able to spray metal targets. Staples, staplers, trying to think, targets, target stands, all that stuff. Make sure you got it. Nothing more frustrating than go to the range, get set up, start to put your targets up, and you go to staple and you're out of staples. So make sure you got all this stuff. Again, make a list. Helps you keep organized and make sure you got everything. I always try doing this the night before, that I've got kind of a list of everything, laid it all out, look, make sure I can put a hand on everything that I need, and then I know I'll have a good day at the range without forgetting something. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any suggestions of what you do to keep you organized for the range, something you add on your punch list that I may have left out that you want to mention, that's always helpful to have. And as always, guys, appreciate you tuning in, and like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.